y'all. Welcome to Shade in the City. It's your girl, Trees, and I have my lovely, good, kind sir co-star with me today, the lovely VACAY-JTV. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Hello, you bloody hell chef. Hello, Madame Shady of
Madame Shady. I like that. I like that,
Madame
sir.
Shady of the cities. Yes.
Shady of the cities. Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. I might have to start using that.
Okay.
But yeah, y'all, thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys haven't already, please make sure y'all hit that like button as you're coming in, no matter where you're watching
hit the
from.
subscribe button.
Look, he know the script. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
okay.
You've been doing this too long for me not to know.
I know, right? And so y'all know we're here to get into Raising Kanan season 5, episode 6, Dark Matter. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all drop in the comments what you would rate this episode. I'm going to be honest. Thank God I talked to Nels prior to this because I might have gave it a 5.
Okay.
I was having a hard time, a really hard time. When I kept texting you, it's because I was struggling to get through the first 10 minutes.
Okay.
After like the 15-minute mark, it started picking up and it got better to me. But everything before that, I was like, there's too much dialogue between Jarita and Kanan. There's too, like, I kind of was bored.
Oh, okay. Understood.
So I'm going to have to give it up maybe 5.5. But what would you give it, VACAY?
I mean, I would give it a good 8 because, you know, Rock came through at the end like Blade. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not Blade.
She came through like the female Blade, son. I was like, dang, okay. So the war has started. So I gave it an 8 because of that alone, of her going crazy and making the biggest mistake of her life.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I guess because we know that the end is nearing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the more desperate decisions that she makes, the more I know. It's a lot of foreshadowing. The more I know she's going to end up, you know what I mean? By the end of this, she's not making it out. She's not.
I mean, either she's not making it out or she's going to get kicked out or she's going to run because it's going to get so bad that she has to.
I don't see Rock running. I see her being one of those taking the, you know what I mean, taking the shots. I see her being like, that girl.
Like Unique was in the beginning before Akbar was like, you need to get up out of here. Right. I got you.
I agree. But so you gave it an 8. Okay. Hey, Universal Soul Goddess. Thank you. Jarita kind of annoys me. Okay, thank you. So it's not just me. I was like, am I being mean? But this girl just don't do it for me. Shit, I think I would have preferred Crystal. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, y'all. So let me go ahead. Let me run this intro and we're going to get back. We're going to get into it. Yeah. And let's get shady. Last drip on the skyline pen. Shade in the city, true hits like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching us trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, the life and the motion. Like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. Slid it up, Cindy, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe.
Can't hear you.
I said you got to do the little, you got to do the little head bop.
You got to do the shady bop.
You got to do the bop. The shady bop.
Right. But before you get started, shout out to Universal. Thank you for that. I see that compliment right there. My favorite 2 for Raising Kanan. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much, Universal. I'm sorry. I totally missed it. But thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. So yeah, y'all, we get into this scene where Marvin is clarifying with Rock. Okay, so how did this whole situation with Lou go down? Was it an accident? What's really going on? And so she's telling him how, you know, Kanan really came for her, but when Lou came in, he fired the shot, and she admits, I don't know if it was an accident or not at this point, because the way that boy out here walking around all ruthless and willy-nilly, how am I supposed to know? Okay. So Marvin said, you know, I really could have taken this boy out if Juke hadn't stopped me. And Rock was like, okay, so what you want me to say? That I should have let you because that's my son. Of course, I want you to let him live. And I'm just looking at Rock like, this is how we end up getting NBA young boys and LA Chappers.
I mean,
this is how when mothers like rock.
But wouldn't you understand that too? I mean, if your son was wilding and came for you, and you don't want him to come for you, of course, but you've been protecting him, you always gonna protect your son, right? You always gonna put your own son.
No. Hear me out. When you, I'm again. You forget I'm older, VACAY. Okay, I'm not. I might be a gentle parent, but let me tell you something. I am from the age I brought you here, and I will take you out. It will not be the other way around.
Okay, but you ain't gonna let nobody else take them out.
No, I won't let nobody else take him out, but won't nobody else coming after him. He was coming after her, and then as a result, took out her brother. And and I'm gonna be honest, the fact that he's still walking around doing his little 1-2, I would have been put a bullet in his behind.
Damn.
I might not have unalived him, but I would have let him know I'm real serious. Okay.
Then we wouldn't have power if you would have did that, Rock. It would have been sour. It would have been sour.
This is where her gentle parenting got her. Okay, so basically, Marvin's like, well, why did you lie about it? And then he talks about, and this is what really broke my heart. He talks about how she, when they was taking Lou out to the rehab, and he was thinking that he would, they was about to take him up out of here, and how he begged not to be left in the forest and be alone, and to expire there. And he was like, how dare you leave him? And didn't I say it when it happened? And I said, why did she have to do it like that? That just seems so detached. Like that wasn't her brother. Like it was some random ninja. What's the dude? What's the dude that the bodyguard? If she would have did that to the bodyguard, I would have understood better.
Ruben.
But the fact that she did that to her brother, I said, you kind of missing a piece of a soul.
I was kind of, disturbed by that too. But I was just like, okay, she's just thinking off the cuff. Like, let me just do this. I mean, it was wrong though. Straight wrong.
Right. It was. Yeah. And so, she said, well, I just want to let you know that I told him I loved him. And he wasn't alone when he passed. I said, was that supposed to make us feel better?
That's supposed to make Marv feel better.
Because it didn't. I'm like, Marvin, really? Okay. So
I said I love you, and then I dumped you in the trash.
Right. And so basically she lets him know, look, by the way, I received word that your boy, your man's in them, Hafiz or whatever. Or no, was it Hafiz that got caught up? I forgot. Something happened. Give me a second. I lost who it was. Do you remember, VACAY?
Joaquin?
Well, they lost their connect. No, I was thinking it was Hafiz, but they hadn't lost it yet. So I don't know who the hell they was talking about.
No, they was talking about Hakeem.
Oh, Joaquin. Okay, stop it. Stop saying Hakeem.
I call him Hakeem. You call him Joaquin.
So I didn't know who you were talking about.
I know you thought I was trying to mix up Hafiz.
Right. I was like, who the what? Okay,
I call him Hakeem. You call him Joaquin.
Yes, Joaquin.
Yes, you call him Joaquin. I call him Hakeem.
Oh, look, we got a visitor in the building.
Really?
Welcome.
What up, y'all?
What up?
We over here talking about this show, and I was telling him how hard of a time I was having getting through the first 10 minutes. But Joaquin got taken out.
Yeah.
Or Joaquin, Hakeem, whatever you want to call it. It don't matter now. He good in the ground. So basically she was like, we need to find another connect. And Marvin said, what the hell is you talking about? So Rock said, look, we got to get back to business. Marvin said, I ain't really with the business right now. And Rock reminds him, if you don't F with the business, business going to end up Fing you. So what you want to do?
Yeah, he was emotional.
But damn, you just told me.
Right.
All the details about my brother. And now you want to talk about business.
Yeah. She cold-hearted like that.
Can we separate these at least hours apart?
Thank you. I agree, Nails. What would you have rated this episode, Nails? I gave it a 5.5.
Oh, wow.
I really was not into it until after like the first 15 minutes.
Harsh critic.
Yeah, I gave it an 8.
I gave it an 8 too. Jeez, Tree.
Hey,
she was bored. She said she was bored.
Hey, Cortland. Hey, stranger. How you been doing?
Oh,
I haven't seen you in forever. I hope all is well on your side. So yeah, so then we get, and this is another thing that bothered me. Like I said, I had a hard time sitting through this. First of all, that is a face that only a mother could love.
Ooh.
And that was before he got his ass whooped.
I was about to say, are you talking about before or after the ass whooping?
Either or, but that was, he won't cute to me before he got his ass whooped. And now here we are with and I'm sorry, Jarita's a better person than me, but I mean, she's a hoe. What are we expecting, right? So, you know, she's like, oh, Kanan, you know, I really want to know what's going on. And, you know, why is your face up like that? And I need to know if somebody's coming after me. And so Kanan said, no, I had an issue with some people, but it's all good. You ain't got nothing to worry about. And so she's like, no, Kanan, but I really need you to tell me. And so finally he's like that. I'm just saying, she annoyed me. So he finally said, look, I got some issues with the new boss down at the club. And Jarita's surprised. It was like, oh, so you know Rock? You knew Rock before you met me? And so she was like, oh, so you was just using me. And I thought this was real. You're a hoe.
Damn.
Your services your time is paid for, ma'am.
Yo, now you just as cold as Rock, yo.
Now this one I gotta be cold.
You're a
whore, darling. So I'm just like, he pays you for your time, and then you were stupid enough to let him stop paying you. So now you just giving out free cooter and free time, stupid. So
yeah, that was dumb. That was a dumb move.
And so he said, well, yeah, you know, at first I was trying to, you know, use you to get some information, but then, you know, everything changed. You know what I'm saying? He said, my whole life has changed since you came in.
My whole life has changed.
Hit it, VACAY.
Did you came in?
I knew back then. So
I'm in love with a stripper. Okay, nah.
You stupid. So Jarita was like, oh my God, so you've been lying to me all along. And Kanan tells her about some stuff, but, you know, not everything. And so she feels like, you know, she was right to believe it, you know, all this was bull. And he said, no, but my heart is real, girl.
Heart.
Okay. And so Jarita said, look, I really need to know everything and anything because, you know, I feel used. And last thing I need is another pimp. So Kanan said, look, it started off one way and now we here. All right. And I done fell in love with the hoe. Okay.
Can you relate? Can you relate?
That he fell in love with the hoe?
No, not the hoe. It started off one way, but then you started to fall in love with somebody. He felt like he in love.
You know, I'm one of those people. I look at things in the beginning and I let them deter me. And if I usually feel a certain way about you, I won't even let myself allow to fall in love. If there's just certain things, like you being a hoe wouldn't allow me to fall for you.
That was her occupation. That was her occupation. It wasn't her who she is.
Okay, Lil Wayne, I wouldn't care.
I'm just saying, she's a human. She's a human.
That's being. What you're giving right now, Lil Wayne.
She's a human being with feelings. Okay, she's a woman, a black woman. On top of that, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Now, go ahead.
I didn't. No. I'm just getting back to the computer, so I didn't hear nothing.
Oh, okay. I was just talking about how Kanan, you know, changed and he fell in love with Jarita. And I'm just so confused. And VACAY is like, well, can't you relate? You meet somebody and then it ends differently. I said, not if they were a hoe originally, no.
And I'm like,
while you were still like literally you started off paying for it.
Thank you. Great minds think alike.
And then as soon as she said, I don't want no more money, he's like, I'm in love with you.
Right.
Crazy.
So basically he lets her know he's the money guy and, you know, Rock is his mama and that's the whole thing. And he got a whole messed up family dynamic, which she can relate to as well. But they agree that they both out here looking out for each other. And she warns him to never lie to her again. And I said, well, ain't that sweet? Right, Cortland. If you beat somebody that bad, you should really finish them off. So then this really confused me because we see Breeze, just sitting here in the dark. And they had this real dark. I had to do a lot of lighting. But he's over here surveilling Hafiz, who comes out of a club. And, he's basically just following him around because I guess Stefano has put him on Hafiz's tail. And then I love when the dude comes up to the window and he said, "Nigga, you can't be out here. You got to get gone." Okay? Right. You got caught slipping. But I don't want to jump ahead, but I will say Nels was right about one thing, though. She was right. What? He's setting Kanan up. He's setting Kanan up, hands down. Now, after watching this episode, I truly believe that. So now we see Garcia. He goes, oh no, did I get him? I'm sorry, wrong guy. So yeah, Garcia go to see one of his boys. Forgive me, I did not get this man's name, but one of the boys in blue, his fellow, whatever. So he wants to know. He's asking questions about what happened to Fame and mentions how he knows that he sat in on some interrogations, and the old boy warns him, that case should be the last of his concerns because his department is pretty much up in flames at this point. So Garcia argues, well, I'm close friends with his mother, and I just, want to give her some closure. So the other cops mentioned that, oh no. And so the other cop mentions that, I know you were close to Howard, and Garcia was like, oh, so you trying to say I'm dirty? Nigga, I just took a shower this morning. What are you talking about?
Guilty by association.
Right. So the guy tells Garcia, look, I know you clean, but I don't trust that squad that you got down at that precinct. And basically tells him that Captain Batiste didn't leave, which I think we knew from the jump. He didn't leave voluntarily. They ousted his ass because they getting ready to come for him and probably hit him with some Fed charges. And it don't look good if he's still on the force.
Mm-hmm.
That was my understanding. Did you get that too?
Absolutely.
Right. Now,
and that guy right there that you're talking about, he was the head of the task force in the past season. He was the same guy that rolled up on Juke at her performance, remember? And started asking questions. And then was like, remember? He was the one that went.
Oh, I didn't remember his face. But now that you say it,
he had a different toupee on. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell the difference with these unseasoned toupees. They don't be doing their wigs like we do ours. You know what I'm saying? So Juke comes over to Kanan's. I really felt this. Now, this is when it started getting good for me. So she comes over to Kanan and explains, she wants him to explain what really happened with Lou and, how was this a reaction? And did you know what you did? And basically Kanan was like, it was what it was, shit happens. And so Juke was like, oh, nigga, you have really lost your mind.
It's all my mama's fault.
Right. She was like, you out here trying to be a whole grown man, but you still out here placing blame on your mama every chance you get.
I love that.
And so she said, and here I am stopping my daddy from whooping your behind when basically I thought there was more to it, but now I realize that you not about shit, and maybe you never were.
All right, back it up. You got to get the line. The line is,
okay,
you can't act like a man and be a bitch at the same time.
Very good.
That's the line that was like, ooh, dang.
Good point. Good point.
But look, it shut his ass right up. He ain't have nothing else to say.
He was like,
exactly.
I absolutely agree, Cortland. He wanted to end that conversation real quick.
Yeah.
That's the same speech he gave Kanan after he unalived Howard. Oh. I don't know, Dexter. I didn't see a note, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
It was mad stuff on that desk, but we'll get there. Yeah.
It's the fact that he went into a whole ritual for me. That was sad. I did not get that picture. So then we get Olga. Y'all remember Olga? Why did I never know her name was Olga? But she stops by to drop off some Kanan's items that was left around her house because I guess she's getting ready to move in with her daughter. That's what I'm assuming. She getting ready to move with her daughter. So Rock invites her inside, and Olga at first she's like, I'm good. I need to go get on this flight, and every time somebody get around you, they lose their life. So I don't want to come in and not come out. You know what I mean? The way I came in.
That's the way you took it.
Yeah, that's how I took
it. She's like,
I would have declined the invitation as well. I would have been like, it's okay, Rock. Thanks. I'll see you next time.
I don't even know why Rock over there. I don't even know why Rock invited her in because Rock seemed irritated majority of the time.
Okay. So she decides, you know, she's gonna take a few minutes. And Olga said, you know, she found so many things of Kanan's, and Rock said, well, you know, I still find something every time I do laundry of Fame's, okay? And so Olga lets Rock know that, you know, she feels bad, or no, Olga lets Rock know, yeah, that she feels bad about what happened to Lou, and, you know, said it must be really hard on you and Kanan. And then they briefly talk about how much Jessica meant to Lou, and Olga said, you know, we got to protect the ones that we got left. So she shares that, you know, Fame would have wanted Kanan and everybody to lead a long, happy life. And so she admits that she really blames herself for what happened to him, and asks if, you know, he ever said anything to Rock about her while, you know, basically they were staying at the shelter. And I guess he was always over there or staying with them. And so Olga gets all emotional, and Rock lets her know that all Famous ever said was that he loved her. And she shares that, you know, Jessica told her Lou idolized Rock basically, and wanted to be just like her because she was the strongest person that he knew. And so Olga said that one thing Fame taught her is not everybody is who you think they are, even though, you know, you love them the most. And I was like, well, and at that point, that's when I think Rock started to get irritated, like Nell said. Right, this is the first casual conversation she's had all season.
Yeah, she needed that. That's why she invited her in. She needed a mother-to-mother conversation. Something to offset.
I think she thought she needed it, and then she was like, why the hell did I do this?
Okay. So then we see Breeze continuing to follow around Hafiz, and that's when we see him meet up with Stefano and let him know that, you know, look, that man is covered, okay? I can't get to him, and I don't even understand why we doing all this, because we done already cut Rock off at the knees, so why are we doing all this extra? And, you know, Stefano's like, no, I want to cut off in the neck, damn it. So Breeze suggests, well, you know, sometimes the smartest thing you could do is do nothing. Which, you know, Stefano, I don't really like hearing it at first, but then he's like, all right, I guess you're right. And he feels like, well, you know, since Hafiz is a diplomat, we should go and just be diplomatic about it. And I said, well, dipset. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
That's what you thought of. We're talking about the diplomat. We're talking about the those are the only diplomats I know. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All of them in the building. Salute.
Right. So then we get to Kanan, who ends up the corner boys are bragging about, you know, how much work they got and how much coochie they plan on getting. And, you know, basically Marvin comes in on demon time. Okay. Yeah. And blasts through the door and bursts in. And obviously we know he's looking for Kanan, but he's not there. And I was actually surprised that Marvin left them alive. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I thought that was his reason for going in there.
What, was to take them all out?
Yeah.
I kind of felt that same way. So when he left, I was like, oh, he really just came for Kanan.
I didn't even necessarily think he was looking for Kanan. I thought he was just messing with Kanan. I thought he was coming in there to take out all his crew. And then he left out, was like, what am I doing?
I think Marvin was just kind of like lashing out because he can't do anything to Rock for lying to him. He already did what he did to Kanan. So now it's like, let me just go bash something real quick. And then he blasted in there. They scared as hell. Please, don't take us out. He's like, that's when he was like, what the hell am I doing, man? This is
so
for
you
nothing.
Think he was coming to take them out too?
I think he was coming to just rock some heads. Just to do something, just to get his aggression out, because he's angry right now. He's angry.
Did he have a big ass?
It was like a shotgun.
Yeah, he had a big old tool out. So I don't think he was just you know.
But he saw them kids. He's like, these guys are kids. What am I doing? Like, this is what's the purpose of this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think when he got there, that's what it was. But I think his intent was to take them all out.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, look, Cortland said Rock really hurt Stefano's feelings. He really is acting like a jarred lover.
He acting like a bitch.
He really is.
You need to have a conversation with Juke.
Okay.
You know?
Because, you know, Juke don't give a damn. Dexter said Marvin hasn't eaten all season. It's just lollipops and cigarettes. But he out there drinking some good wine.
He's stressed.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Look, he out there drinking some good wine with his girl Flossie. Okay.
Oh Lord. That's why he stays skinny, because the man ain't munching right now, and he ain't even eating because he like so messed up.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that does mess with your appetite when you grieving. That makes
he ain't an emotional eater. He's not an emotional eater.
Well, now we get Garcia rolling up on Captain Batiste at his retirement party. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. And he tells him that, he heard that there was some dirty cops that put down Fame. And Batiste tells him, stop dancing around. What you trying to say?
Yeah.
Put some respect on my name. And so when Garcia
walking down some stairs, VACAY.
Right. And so when Garcia, yeah, that's funny. So when Garcia brings up what the other guy told him, Batiste gets offended and said, look, motherfucker, you better get on out of here. Because I got you. Next time I see you, it's up and it's stuck.
It's up and it's stuck.
Even though we know that's not really the case. Are you standing?
I am.
That must be nice. I wish I could stand.
Must be nice. And the camera.
Well, I guess I could lift my desk, but then it would hit the TV. It's complicated. So then we see Breeze and Kanan catch up. And this is the moment when I said Chanel was absolutely right. Okay, because he's suggesting to Kanan, why don't you lay low for a little bit? You know what I mean? Because the way you look, you don't look good. Literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? You don't look good. But and you don't want your boys to try you because they might see you as weak for real. And so Kanan said, "Nah, I'm good." And so Breeze presents him with a new whip, and Kanan was like, "I don't really want this because I already learned from my mama that ain't free." And of course, Breeze is like, "Look, I told you we brothers, and I take that very serious."
My whole mama, and she still wanted something.
So, of course, you could tell Kanan is a little hesitant about accepting it, but he does because I think he's scared. I almost felt like he was scared. What if he didn't? Did anybody else get that vibe?
He was scared of what?
I almost felt like he was scared if he really stood 10 toes down and was like, "Nah, I don't."
I didn't think he was scared. I think he just kind of felt more like he didn't want to come off like he don't trust him, or you know what I'm saying. I didn't really feel like he was scared.
So where's the setup though? How's this?
The setup is the fact that this man has been rolling around surveilling in this car. Am I wrong? Is it the same car? If it's not the same car, correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think it's the same car.
You don't think it's the same car?
No, there was an old ass car that Breeze was scoping out. Hafiz.
Okay.
It's a
so
brand
maybe
new.
not. Maybe
either
not.
IROC Z or a Corvette.
But I feel like that would be perfect when you moving in the shadows and doing all this other stuff. And then you say, well, I didn't do it. And if he's supposed to be trying to lay low, it's that ninja that did it. He did it. And that's why we can't find him. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like he's putting things into motion so that Kanan can take the fall.
Gotcha.
That's how I feel. But imagine if Kanan snapped and said, "We're not brothers. My father is Howard, a cop." Well, he would never say that. He would never say that.
He would never say that.
He would never say that.
And your daddy is a bandit.
Who?
Your daddy is rolls with other daddies.
Exactly.
Stop.
That's what Kanan need to say.
Yeah, your daddy rolls with other daddies.
Your daddy rolls with other daddies in jail.
So then this was a sad moment. We see Marvin go to Lou's grave and he tells him how he's all upset. And he even, brought him a little liquor, but he said, I know you was, on the wagon. So, you do what you will. And I said, some homeless man gonna come along, or the person that cleans the graves and drink that. But, that's neither here nor there. And so he lets him know, he's really confused on what to do. And he's losing his love for the game. And he just, at this point, he just wants to feel something because it sounds like he's just numb.
Yeah.
And this made me feel really bad for Marvin. It did.
I
mean, now that he knows the truth, it's like he knows the truth, and I know he's mad at Rock. I know he's still.
Oh, I felt that from scene one.
Yeah, so he's heard about that. Then he's hurt of how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's hurt because he had to beat up Kanan, but he been wanting to do that.
Yeah,
but
y'all might not
for a different reason, not for because the nephew shot his brother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What'd you say, Nels? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Y'all might not agree with me, but I really, really like Marvin and his character because he is the most believable character.
No, I don't I agree with you.
He's
agree
the
with you.
most, like, to me, like, I know other people are great actors on this show and have got plenty training, but like, to me, he's the best actor on this show.
I agree with you because, and the only reason, because I do think that Patina
literally sometimes it's hard for me to separate his character from who he actually is, and I can't say that for the other characters.
No, and I was just getting ready to say I agree with you on that because although like you said, I do think a lot of these people are very well trained and stuff like that, but when I see stuff on social media like everyday life, Marvin, I can't separate. Or look, Marvin, I don't even know his real name because I call him Marvin. But
London Brown.
Thank you, London Brown. But Patina Miller, the young lady that plays Juke, I can see them in different roles. Like when they show different things that they used to do, it's believable to me. But when I see, I can't see Marvin doing anything else.
Well, also sometimes even with them being great actors, sometimes in certain scenes, I feel like it's a little too much. They give a little too much. Marvin is always on point.
Agreed. It comes very naturally. Oh, thank you, Brandon, for becoming a member. We appreciate you. Thank you.
About time.
Cortland, he said, "Can we get a scene of Lou as a ghost at least?" I'm kind of with you on that. The fact that
being somebody's dream.
Ghost. This is not Ghost. We're not going to see that.
I'm just saying. Look, at least before we sign off the show, can we just get a little piece of Lou being like, "I'm with you, brother"?
What is this? What is this? Star Wars?
No, you said Star Wars. Lou, I am your father.
No, we're gonna see Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin at the end as ghosts. Like, get out of here. And Yoda. Come on, it ain't gonna happen.
Look, Cortland, what would be nice? This is how I would do it, right? Marvin's going up to the upper room and Lou's sitting there with the bottle that he left at the grave, and he's like, "Welcome, my brother." And and they go off into the sunset. They walk off into the light. That's how I would like it to be.
Violin. Get up out of here with this. This is Queens, son. This is Southside.
This is Queens.
This is Queens, son. We in the hood.
Look, Dexter said they ain't give Lou one line.
No, they did. They did.
What
the line was, wait. That was the last line. Was, wait, and he pulled up Ruben's arm, and that was it.
That's funny.
He got paid for that.
That's actually really funny. So then we see Rock, and she goes to visit. Did I get the therapist? But yeah, she goes to see the therapist that was dealing with Lou when they put him in rehab. And basically, Rock is who Rock is, and she got a little piece of an attitude. And I love how the therapist had attitude right back with her and was like, "Why are you here on my couch?" Because first of all, when I tried to talk to you with Lou, along with Lou, you didn't want to hear anything I gotta say. And she was like, "Well, did Lou say anything to you about me?" And he was like, "Well, first of all, that's HIPAA." And she was like, "Well, that nigga dead. What you mean? Why are we protecting HIPAA when he's still
confidential?"
Right. And he
HIPAA
said,
laws.
and he was like, "And plus, you didn't like what I had to say." And she was just like, "Well, it's not about me." And he was like, "You're in my chair."
I love what he was just like, "Okay, what are you looking for?"
Right.
Yeah.
And he was like, "And anytime you in that chair, it's all about you." And I said, "You better say something. You better say something." And I was actually, you know what? For a second, before she opened her mouth, I said, "Look at Rock going to see the lady, well, the man." But you know what I mean? Go sit on the couch. I was proud of, I said, because she be looking at Marvin crazy because he go to church. She be, was judging Lou because he was talking to the therapist. So I was actually happy that I was like, oh, she's actually going to talk to somebody. And then she did that. And then I was like, okay, never mind. I was like, that did that for me. And she didn't get anything that she wanted, basically.
Nope.
So then we get Captain Batiste. He rolls up. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. this is another reason why the episode didn't get the rating that I wanted to give it, because I really wanted Batiste to pop Garcia.
What, a 5.5?
Yeah, I would have gave it a hard 7. I would have gave it a hard 7 if Batiste would have took his ass out.
Yeah, it threw me off when he was like, "Yeah, I'm here to whatever. You ruined my night." I thought he was going to bop him, but they went to the back and was freaking cooking marshmallows over a fire. Like, what the hell?
Making s'mores.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you. It's like, what? What is this?
Right. So, but Batiste finally comes clean and basically lets him know that, you know, it was Snap and Pop who were looking for anything on Rock, and so he threw him a bone. And he never thought that it would end up with Fame being unalive. And he explains that basically the whole precinct is corrupt. Everybody wrong.
Did you get their government names?
Buckley,
he said their government name.
Buckley and Shuckley. Oh no, you mean not the cops.
Yeah.
Was it Lakeisha? It was.
No. He said Snaps and Pop's name, but he said
no. I know. I'm trying. Wasn't it like Lakeisha and somebody? I don't remember. Because I can't never remember who's Snap and who's Pop for real. But wasn't her name like?
But it would make more sense if the dude was Pop,
right?
That's how I know. That's how I remember who they are, because it's opposite of what I think it is.
Right.
You know why they call her Pop? You know why they call her Pop?
Because she pops.
She be popping people. Period. Yeah.
But no, didn't he say her Ishmael and Stephanie? Where the hell did
There we go. Thank you, Corlin.
Jesus Christ. I damn sure didn't remember Ishmael, and I didn't give her Stephanie. I definitely gave her a LaQuisha. I apologize. My bad.
Ishmael, yeah.
What'd you say, Nels?
That was way off.
No, I don't know who I was talking about. So then we get Kanan, who returns, you know, to the corner boy house, okay? And his boy is like, damn, nigga, you look fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, what'd you say to me? And he was like, why y'all not out here working? And so he was like, well, sir, with everything going on, and sir, look at your face. Have you looked in the mirror lately? He said, bruh, I don't want those problems. Maybe we need to take some time and reset. Kanan said, I'm going to reset you. It's all right. And he popped that boy so quick. And I said, oh, this breeze is really rubbing off on you. I like it.
I love Teresa's version, because Teresa's version is so funny. You look effed up. He did not say that, but I love your version, though.
I'm just saying, make it a little more interesting. I mean, the boy only had 2 lines before he put them in his head.
That boy was scared as hell. He's like, oh, I'm just saying, we need to reset.
Just saying. He said, all right, I got something for you to say. All right. So that's when I don't care what nobody say. Before this season ends, and we got 2 more episodes?
Yep.
I need to see Flossie and Marvin get down with the get down.
They not getting down.
I want to see them get down with the get down. Marvin need to get some before he either go to jail.
I don't think they need to get down, but I like the connection that they got.
I love it. So
they're very relatable. Yeah, they relate to each other very well.
So Marvin goes to see Flossie, and he asks her, you know, if she feels better after taking a guy out that, you know, had her daughter unalived, or didn't really, but he played a part in her daughter being unalive. So Flossie said, no, it didn't really help, honestly. He said, people tell you time heals all wounds, and that's bullshit. Okay. She said, it actually hurts more with time. And so she said, you know what, Marvin, I understand that you hurting and I feel you, but you need to put all your eggs in that basket of your daughter and go all in. All right. And bet the house on her. And so Marvin said, you know, I hear what you're saying. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. Now, anybody got anything to add to that? No.
Nope.
Now we get to Stefano meeting with Hafiz. Hafiz is a traitor. I don't like him. He can go for me. So he meets with Hafiz and tries to convince him, you know, you don't need to work with Rock. And Hafiz said, you know, Rock ain't been real reliable. Okay. And so he suggests, well, you know what? My boy Breeze right here, he'd be perfect. And so he asked, you know, and Hafiz was like, but what about the relationship with Pino? And Stefano said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of that. And so they agreed that they all gonna work together. And I said, ooh, this is not. I like Pino. I enjoy Pino. I would really prefer if it was the other way around and it was Stefano that was taken out.
Me too.
But
I've been wanting Stefano to be taken out because he's a bitch.
Yeah, I can agree. And he out here crying like a hurt baby daddy that claim he want to see his child. It's really
maybe Pino does take him out. We'll see.
I hope so. So
hold on. Pino is the one that was calling himself the landlord.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Mr. Manhattan. Yeah,
I like him too.
Yeah. So then Fosse's and Marvin's relationship is golden. Thank you, Brandon, for agreeing with me. So
I like their relationship. I actually like it better that they haven't smashed.
Oh,
right. It's okay. More genuine.
Right.
Oh, Dexter, that's a good point. Breeze has a new plug. He's not going to need snaps and pop anymore. I didn't think about that.
True.
But ain't that his uncle and aunt? He probably going to still stay with them.
Nah, not from what I've seen.
Oh.
Next episode.
And so I'm gonna be honest.
I guess he a trader too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, business. It's business. What's up?
So what was crazy when the episode started and I saw him watching Hafiz, and then when he had that meeting with Stefano, I actually thought more like Nels, he was gonna flip on Stefano. I thought he was gonna go to Snap and Pops and be like, oh, he trying to get me involved and do stuff without y'all. Boom, 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 boom. And then they was gonna flip on him. That's how I really thought it was gonna go. So to Nels' point, I didn't see him flipping on his aunt and uncle, but and then unfortunately we get our boy Batiste, okay? And this sad I didn't know this man's name, and this is his last episode. It's so terrible. I've been on this for 3 seasons now, and I just figured out that man's name. But anyway, so you know
Joaquin's name, and he gone.
What are you talking about? I do know Joaquin's name.
You call him Joe Quinn.
He's a man. He is a man of many names.
No, he only got one. He's only got many names to you.
No, but whatchamacallit calls him Hakeem. What are you talking about?
Are you gonna say 3 things work at the same time?
3 things can be true at the same time.
There we go. I just threw your bone.
If VACAY can call him Hakeem, I think Joaquin is a little bit closer.
It's not. That's not even a name.
Thank you.
At least one. At least
I'm just sounding it out. Okay.
It's like 3 more syllables than
don't do it.
1 more syllable. Joaquin Hakeem is 2 syllables.
So then, we get Batiste at home, and he dresses up, put on his uniform, got the white gloves. I don't know why you need to put on white gloves and you was gonna blast yourself in the head, but that's what he decided to do.
I think it was part of the uniform.
That's the uniform, yes.
I get that. Captain. I get that, but now when they bury you, you're gonna have bloody white gloves.
Yeah. You're gonna have a whole bloody suit, period.
They're gonna give him a new one.
Hat, everything.
The mortuary will take care of that. Yeah.
They're gonna change his clothes.
Change clothes.
Oh, oh my God.
I know.
Now that I did not see that segue coming. Not the Jay-Z. Damn, I guess I didn't get this.
It just popped in my head.
So then we get Marvin in the park with the little girl. I never remember her name. Forgive me, y'all. But
is it Amber or something?
Amber Alert. Remember Amber Alert. Amber Alert. Remember Alert. Remember Amber Alert. That's how you remember her.
So she introduces Juke to Amber and tells them, I want y'all to get to know each other. Should anything happen to me? And he asked her, so have the police been back to question you? And she admits, they did. And I told him that, I couldn't really remember what happened. So Juke is like, what the hell is going on here? So she said, girl, go on to that playground and play. Okay. And she asked Marvin, what the hell you done gotten into? And Marvin said, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I was out here trying to, be an Avenger. You know what I mean? Save the world and stuff. And he said, but I may need your cop friends' help. So now they still need Garcia's help. And I said, this is why we needed Garcia to be taken out 2 episodes ago. I mean, two scenes ago. But anyway, then Kanan goes to see Breeze, and he wants to hit back at Rock. And I love when Breeze was like, "Nah, sir, that's just not my problem." He said, "I ain't got no beef with your mother."
Dexter,
Okay.
you think it's weird? I think he's trying to check up on. I mean, I think he like that's like a little goddaughter to him, and he trying to check up on what's going on with the cops.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's weird. I think he genuinely cares about her, and I think that he wanted to make sure that if something literally, because he knows him and Rock are out here moving real reckless, and what Rock is, which involves him moving reckless, and so I think he really wanted to make sure that Jukebox was going to be around to watch over her, or at least check in on her every now and then. But
he check in. He don't spend a lot of time with her. He be checking.
I know he buy her some ice cream, ask her some questions, and then
he
go about.
He hanging out all week. He don't be like, come over the house and let's hang out all week. Right. He don't do none of that, bro. What you talking about? Like,
Cortland says she better stay quiet. She don't know Jukebox. There's a reason.
Y'all better stop it. Y'all with this freaking theory that Juke is going to take out Amber. Stop it. It's not going to happen. Stop it. That's sick. Whoever came up with that, whoever said that, y'all bugging.
Can I tell you I thought it too?
It's okay to think it, but don't say it. Okay.
Okay. You stupid. You say you can think it, don't say it.
You say it like for real. Like, it's crazy.
Oh God. So then, Kanan basically goes to Breeze and he's like, "Look, we need to hit my mom back." Breeze is like, "That's not my issue. That's between you and your mother, and everybody else is just collateral damage and y'all bullshit. So you need to figure that out on your own."
Hold up. I thought we was brothers.
Right. We was brothers.
That mean my problem is your problem, brother.
Okay. He said, "Not today, Satan."
The hell?
Do y'all feel like Breeze was way more civilized in this one?
Well, he ain't had nobody to take out.
Strategic.
He just ain't had nobody to take out in this one.
Right.
I mean, but even with this conversation with Stefano, he was like, "Yo, sometimes you need to do nothing, just chill." Like,
yeah, I do think he was a little bit more low key, but that's why I think he had, because he hasn't been moving in silence lately, and you know how they say gangsters move in silence.
That's what they're trying to show us when they constantly show us he be watching Jeopardy and playing chess.
Right. That he has another side to him. There's another side to Breeze than just the wild. Everybody kill each other. Yeah, no. There's another side to him. There's a civilized side to him.
It ain't the side that his daddy got, and that's why he buying cars for people.
Oh, I can't. So Rock ends up going to meet Hafiz, and he lets her know we ain't working together. It's over. Okay, the relationship is done. So Rock is hot. She don't understand why, and she was like, "Oh, so you must have a new connect. Well, why can't you work with both of us?" And he's like, "Nah, we done.
Nope.
It's over." So then she's like, "Oh, so you must be working with Stefano, okay?" And he don't say nothing, and she was like, "All right, you about to round and find out who I really am. You don't know about my hood, okay?
You think you tough? You think you
Queens,
tough?
All right. You can get it.
South side.
So then we see Juke. She goes to meet with Garcia, and basically he said, "Girl, I don't want no parts. The more that I'm learning, stuff is getting more sticky, and it's getting real out here." Okay, so he said, "For real, here your money back. I don't want help. I don't want to do nothing. I ain't seen you. I don't know you. We don't know each other. When we pass each other on the street, don't wave. Nothing like that. Okay." And she said, "Okay, well, look, I understand you know, you don't want to be a part of the dirty cop clan, but I need one more favor from you." And so, of course, Garcia can't help but he's sitting there thinking about it. And I said, "You stupid. You just gave her all the money back."
I'd be like, "Well, you know what? I'm going to need that envelope back."
Right. I'd be like, "Well, give me a couple bills out of that envelope."
No, give me the whole thing back. Because actually, I bought you the information that you wanted. And now you asking me for more. Matter of fact, I'm going to need payment for that too.
You know what made him give that envelope back, right?
Because he didn't want to be considered a dirty cop.
But what triggered it was what Baptiste said to him. He said, "Congratulations, you're the only cop that's not dirty." And he was like sitting there with the envelope in his pocket, like, "Damn it, I am dirty, dirty motherfucker."
Well,
I guess that's why he gonna do this favor for free.
Yes, he has to.
Bless their hearts. So then we get your girl Jarita. She goes over to Flossays, okay?
Rita.
And Rita, thank you. Thank you.
Love that song, boy. That song stuck in your head. I'm Flossy.
Flossy, yeah. But you didn't hear Nels call her Ho Rita?
No, I missed it.
It reminds me of what's that drink I used to drink that was real terrible. I could probably name the Lima-Ritas. Child, reminds me of the Lima, the Ho Rita.
Oh, Lord.
So Jarita comes by, quits her job, said, girl, I'm better than this. Flossie said, but you never showed up to work anyway. So good riddance and goodbye. Okay. But of course, here go Kanan rolling in. Because remember, they supposed to have each other back.
So dope.
When I tell you I was like, see, this is why I love Flossie. Because
you didn't really get to get in her house like that. Flossie said, click, click.
And then he basically was like, I got an issue with you. You run a business out your club. It's messing with my business. And it's my mom that's involved. And she's like, who the fuck is your mother? And so, and then she's like, oh, shit. See, I wanted no parts of this. And so obviously she's blown. And I do think next episode, I will say, again, because we only got 2 more episodes left, I do think this is the end of Rock, because if she loses Flossie, she's lost her feast at this point. She really isn't going to have anything to work. So this is
she better do like Unique did, move out of state somewhere and
get out.
Start all over again.
Well, it was so funny. Whatchamacallit said that earlier. VACAY said that earlier, and I said, I don't see that. I don't see that. I said, Rock too much of a boss for that. She would just stand there and take her. You saw how she braced.
Unique was a boss too.
But no, you saw how when Kanan was about to light her up, she just braced herself. She ain't try to run. She ain't try
because I think she'd rather be dead than broke. What she not about to do is actually be broke and have no connects.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't see that for her. I don't see
a bullet, but she ain't about to go without no bag.
But if it all boils down to, remember what she said. She's not going to allow anybody to harm Kanan, nor will she harm Kanan. So if it comes down to it, where it's like Kanan or I leave, she's gonna leave.
Yep.
She's gonna leave.
And I agree with you, Dexter. Rock has too much pride to leave.
We thought the same thing about Unique.
Right. Flossie always shuts her door. She knew something was happening. Mm-hmm.
Right. That's right.
I agree. So then we see, so help me out with this last scene. So Rock rolls up. I remember Hafiz's boy, but I didn't see Hafiz in the building.
That's Hafiz's brother.
Okay, so that was his brother. Yeah. So then she goes, and because he was the one trying to pull her up out of there, she was like, get off me.
Yes.
Okay. So, her and Marvin sitting outside as her backup. She walks into the spot, which remember was supposed to be covered based off of what we saw earlier in the episode.
Covered for Hafiz, but not covered for the brother.
Okay. Help me out.
Yes.
I was kind of like, not that I give a damn about the brother, but I was just kind of like, but you didn't even get who you wanted for real.
I think she wanted to hurt him. She wanted to hurt Hafiz, and this is how you hurt him.
No, you just put another target on your back, sis.
Exactly. That's why it was a stupid move, and that's why Marv was like, I'm not feeling this, son. And she's like, well, we gotta do till we win.
And Dexter makes a good point. She took Hafiz's brother. Rock may lose her other one.
Maybe Dexter.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I would, if that's how this ends, I would be highly upset and highly offended. If we lost Marvin at the hands of Rock. Like either way, because he's in the game, we're gonna lose him. But I would hate knowing that because she did something, then they went and fought back.
Well, here's a question for you, because as we are at the end, after she shot the brother, she came through like, the black female blade. You know what I'm saying? All you needed was some EDM music. You need that's it. And The last person we see is who?
Marvin.
Is that a foreshadowing? Lose a brother to lose another. Is that foreshadowing? Because he said
I really
it.
don't like that. I really don't even like the sound of that for real. I'm really struggling at the idea of that.
Do you understand how powerful Hafiz is? Based off of what we've seen just in this episode. And now, if you look at the next one, if you look at the preview, your man Stefano's like, look, it's time to take him out. I got you, Hafiz. So it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't bloody like it. Hey, Michi, welcome.
Yo.
We're about to get up out of here, actually. But thank y'all so much for joining us for this recap review of Raising Kanan. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button. Yeah. Make sure you comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when we going live. Now, VACAY-J, before we get up out of here, let us know what you got going on.
Well, once again, excellent job, Madam of the Shadings of the Cityans.
Gracias, thank you. Thank you.
The Shadings of the Cityans.
The Shadings of the Cityans.
The Shadings of the Cityans, and shout out to Nels. So fam just dropped a rant video of Tyler Perry's Ruthless. I don't drop rant videos. I usually do recasts, but this episode to me was ass. So I did a rant. So go check it out. If you watch the show, give me your opinion because I want to know your opinion. Okay. I'm gonna
go watch it, but I'm laughing because I thought you said rent. And I was gonna say, why are you paying Tyler Perry rent? I swear to God, it went over my head.
No, rant. I don't do rants often, but I did a rant. So check that out. But tomorrow, the Ruthless Roundtable, we're gonna have a live discussion on the episode, but we have a special surprise guest from the show. So make sure you check out VACAY-JayTV and all things Ruthless, and we're gonna be bringing somebody from the show. You never know who it is if you are a Tyler Perry Ruthless fan. Tomorrow also is my father's birthday. Rest in peace to the king himself.
Happy heavenly birthday, Dad.
Thank you. Happy heavenly birthday to my dad. So definitely we'll be celebrating him tomorrow. On Thursday, world premiere, exclusively on VACAY-JayTV, we will have our first executive producer, screenplay writer, actress, Emmy award-winning Lena Waithe will be chatting with your boy, sitting down with your boy, talking about The Chi. That is at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thank you for the 2-second clap. I appreciate it. So 5 p.m. Eastern.
Anytime.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come through. We are prioritizing the chat. So if you do want to ask a question, I do have a section. We will be allowing the audience to ask questions, but it will be super chat only. Okay, so get your little chains together if you want to ask a mature question about the show. OBS, mature. Don't waste your money.
Emphasis on mature.
Mature. This is for mature audiences. Okay, don't ask no BS because I will take the chat, but I ain't gonna read it. Okay, I'm just letting you know. So definitely come through, rock with your boy, and yeah, of course, first reactions for Raising Kanan. And I'll probably be back with, of course, Trish on Raising Kanan next week, whenever she schedules it. And Fightland, fam. First reaction for Fightland. Fightland coming on Friday as well. Okay.
Was it good?
It's coming out this Friday. It's coming this Friday. So I'll give you my first reactions this Friday.
What's the name of your intro song, and is it on YouTube? I F with it. I think that's for you because that's coming from your page. Or is that for me? Or is that for me, J98?
Intro song? What do you mean intro song?
Because now that I think about it, you never played your intro. That would have been mine. Unless he's, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to clarify.
Please specify what you mean and what you mean. But because I got a lot of intros.
I was gonna say VACAY-J got several intros. That's what I'm like. They can't be talking about. I mean, we got a cute little stuff going on.
My members, all my intro songs, my members have it now, so they be rocking in the cars.
Okay, now look, I got the domestic.
What up, homeboy?
Eris. Get out the camera. All right, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, stop it. You know, me and Nels got that going on. So y'all have your notification bells on for that. Of course, the Love After the Lockup, the Beyond the Gates, all the things. Of course, my members. Y'all know I'll be going live on Friday to discuss everything that is Beyond the Gates this week. Oh, also, please keep in mind, we are getting ready to get the panel back together. I need to talk to Really B. We are going to be doing the new season of Put a Ring on It. It's the cheating version. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. And, you know, VACAY, I know you're a very busy man, but if you ever want to pop in and, you know, give your male opinion, if we
put a ring on it. If you like, you got to put a ring on it.
Okay, at the start of the live stream. Yes, that's ours. No, that's our song, but you know what? Yeah, it's not on YouTube. That's our song. But you can go watch all our videos when it's at the beginning.
That's one of the sexiest intros ever made for the Shades of the Shades.
Okay. But y'all, thank y'all so much for your support tonight. We appreciate you. And you know what, J9, if I can go back, I may go back and just download the whole thing and then post it for y'all. But it'll probably only be in members. But anyway, y'all.
Members only.
Yeah, members only. But anyway, y'all, love y'all. Catch y'all next week. And yeah, y'all be good. Happy hump day. Bye.
Salute.